Hi guys, it's the ArtzyGamer. We are back. Here we go. Grab your coffees, maybe grab some food, and let's do this. Guys, I hope you still enjoy my intro. I've had some lovely feedback about my intro, so yes, I'm glad I finally sorted that. Anyway, we're going to get straight into it. As always, we've had a busy old week collecting lots of different things to help us with our Let's Draw for today, which is amazing. We took a good old look at this beautiful retro magazine featuring SPYRO as their front cover, and inside we got some beautiful little screenshots. Again, just popping that there so I got the right page, you know what I'm saying? Some beautiful screenshots of SPYRO himself just there, which we are going to add to our drawing today, which I think will really work and really make our art shine bright with these beautiful little character designs and models there. And just look at SPYRO himself, guys. Come on. I will be definitely drawing a big old SPYRO as well, so definitely stay tuned for that so you can have a look at what we create with the final product that we have been designing for the last 2 weeks or so. 2 weeks. Amazing. But also, before I go to my art studio, you know what I'm saying over there, if you saw my shorts yesterday, I have done some more pickups, guys. Some more pickups. I think you're going to love them, so definitely stay tuned for that, because I will be covering them at some point next week. Anyway, guys, I am going to see you over in my studio ready to crack on with the drawing that we've been doing. Yeah, I'll see you over there in a minute. Okay, guys, we are here in our art studio ready to take on our SPYRO design today. Now, I have already done a little bit of pre-work since I showed you this, and this is kind of the vibe that I want to go for. I'm going to leave this bit up here because I want to do like a really cool kind of like realistic SPYRO piece, okay, just here, and that's why I've kept this line open as well, because I'm sure his head will be popping out at some stage. But down here, this is what we're going to have a little play around with today, because it's actually quite nice and easy to make kind of like a retro SPYRO using triangles. And I tell you what, anyone can do this and make a really cool SPYRO. So this is what we're going to try and learn to do today. Okay, so like I said, we've got a bit of pre-set up here. I have moved 2 boxes down. If you're staying with me for the whole of this series, we may have already had a little play around with the box up here already. Okay, and save that because we can definitely come to that. But down here, we are just going to put 2 boxes, and we have done the whole kind of like ruler, angle, get it nice and straight. Make sure they're nice and even by measuring it out. Simple as that. Okay, and I've done the same down here. And we're going to have a little play around with doing something like this today. So here are these bad boys that we had a little look at in the week. Now, I am not directly copying these. This has just given me inspiration, and this is what it's all about. We don't really directly copy, it just gives you some inspiration. And these character models are very triangular, I would like to say. And that's what gave me the idea to have a little play around with these triangular shapes to make a really awesome SPYRO. So definitely follow me and we'll give this a little go. So we need a pencil, and like I always say, definitely get one with a rubber because it just allows that bit more dexterity if we need to rub anything out. And let's have a little look then. I quite like maybe kind of getting this kind of vibe of maybe SPYRO sitting down, maybe not having a laugh like that, but a sitting down pose I think is quite nice, as this one is already standing. So maybe like a sitting down pose, very similar to this as well, just maybe looking upwards rather than downwards. So just SPYRO in a sitting pose. Okay, so this is what we're going to have a little play around with. So just simply follow me. So I've got my box here, Okay, and like I said, all triangles, and if you follow my triangles, you should be able to create a really awesome Spyro. All right then, so he's sitting down. So instantly, I want quite a big old triangle, okay? I want a big old triangle. Okay, and to be fair, I'm not really measuring this out, guys. I'm really not measuring this out at all. It's just kind of like triangles that come into my head. And anything with a triangle you can really shape to make something really awesome. Okay, so I've got a big fat triangle. That's going to be mainly his base. That's his body, okay? And he's kind of like in a sit-down pose. Now, I think we will go for a lovely tail here, just to get a bit of a skeleton going first. And don't worry if anything comes out of the box, because that will just add to the box. I think that'll be really sick. So let's go for a nice upright triangle here. Okay, very, very long, thin triangle here. And then maybe just a little thin triangle here. Okay, and that is marking out his tail, which I think looks really, really awesome. And again, you might just need to just go over those lines so we've got a bit of a solid shape there. Okay then. So I think this time we're gonna kind of go for a bit of a neck, just again to start to get that skeleton, and just simply follow my triangles, guys. I'm gonna just put a triangle here. Okay, just like that. There we go. Okay, this is kind of signaturizing his neck and maybe a little bit of his body as well. All right then. So now I'm going to just start to mark out his head. And like I said, anyone can do this. This is really simple work. And I'm just going to do one big kind of triangle just like this. Okay, and I'm just going to feed it in here, okay? And that's going to be kind of his head. All right, just like that. Okay, and like I said, if you follow along with these triangles, you're going to create a really awesome Spyro. I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you, really cool. Okay then, so maybe just to mark out his legs, or, you know, just him in like a sitting pose, we might just maybe want to go maybe over this triangle ever so slightly. Okay, and just get a bit of emphasis. Okay, that we've got maybe him sitting down there. That's kind of his foot. And what we're going to do now is we're going to do a bit of a bigger kind of elongated triangle. And you could put a bit of a curve to it. Okay, just to symbolize that's his big kind of like knee there. Okay, and then his foot. And look at that already, guys, already. You can kind of see it taking shape, and anyone can do this. We're going to create such a badass retro Spyro here. This is going to be awesome. This is going to be sick, so please follow along with this. You'll nail this if you follow every single triangle that I do. Okay, then, so that's pretty awesome. You know what? He does seem to be floating at the moment. That is absolutely fine, because we can actually incorporate the box into some sort of ground for him to sit on, very similar to what I've done here. So again, I think I'm going to mix up the ground a little bit now, guys. I think I'm going to maybe go a little bit more, I don't know, earthy. So maybe a little bit more, or kind of like a rock face. Like a rock. Yeah, like a rock. Oh my God, yes, guys. You know what now? This is kind of giving me like, he's just waiting there, just anticipating life. So maybe we could put maybe a bit of a sun up there as well, with a really lovely orange sunset. And you know what gave me the inspo for that? Just look at that, guys. Just that lovely red sunset in the background. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Yes. Oh, wow. Like I said, guys, having bits and bobs out for a bit of inspo, okay, really does help with your art, okay? So that's class. I really do like what I've just thought of there with that bit of inspo for that. Okay, so he's there just kind of contemplating life. I like that. So just to do his kind of like horns and all that. Okay, again, you're just following along with me. I'm just going to do kind of like one kind of like triangle here. I'll say big. It's big in comparison to some of the smaller ones I'm going to do. And then just cut in through here and then just a bit of a longer one there. Nice. Okay, that's looking good. Obviously, he's got 2 horns. We are taking him from the side. So again, we're just going to do a smaller one here. Okay. And then maybe come up a little bit higher. Okay, just coming through there. And again, maybe just cut that one off there to make it, you know, give it kind of that retro edge, guys. And again, we can kind of do that here as well. Give it that retro edge with the triangles. Yes, okay, baby. This is looking sick. And again, just keep following along with me. Every triangle that I do, you do, and you're going to create something really awesome. I'm telling you, guys. I'm telling you. Okay then, so now we need to do his wings. I'm gonna obviously stick to kind of what I've got here, okay? It's a little bit of a curvy wing and it's just coming off his body again. So I'm just gonna start up here and I'm gonna go, whoa, right at the top there, come down and then catch it through, okay? And then just give me some little triangles, okay, just here. Just to represent that it's kind of like stuck to his body. Do you know what I'm saying? Just stuck to his body, yeah? Wow, okay, guys. We're coming along here. We are flying high, okay? And obviously there is one on the other side, so we do need to do another wing on the other side there. So again, we're just going to maybe just come slightly behind him, maybe towards his neck, okay? And again, just cut through there. Obviously, it's behind him, so we don't really need to add too much there. Okay, so Spyro, he's got spikes. So what we're going to do is, I think I'm just going to give him another triangle there, just to add a bit of neck. Well, fatten out his neck a little bit. And then we're just going to do some kind of like wavy triangles to represent his spikes there, guys. Oh my God, this is looking crazy, baby. Oh, wow, okay. Wow. I'm loving this. Okay, so we've pretty much got a really awesome outline. This is fantastic, guys. I'm so loving this. Okay, so now we're just going to put a bit of character towards his head, okay? So I'm here, and I'm actually just going to loop this through just a little bit, okay? Because his head isn't quite, you know, one big triangle. So we do need to put a little bit of character on this, okay? And then just cut through there. Give him a lovely eye. Lovely eye there. Give him a lovely eyebrow as well. You know, behind him there, good. Little bit of a cheek. Okay, and of course we can create that kind of like smile there as well. Of course, it will all come into play when we add a bit of a black liner to it. Already, I am so pumped with that. Oh my God, guys, this is class. Wow. Okay, so again, just adding a few triangles just to, you know, fatten out everything, okay? And just place some lines now around it just to really kind of give it that like triangular retro look, which I think is awesome. So, I don't know, I might just feed in a line here. Yeah, and maybe feed in a line here just to kind of give his neck a bit of like, you know, retro vibes. I'm loving that. Okay, I might even just want to add a bit of emphasis there there is another foot. There is another foot behind him, do you know what I mean? Oh, wow, okay, guys. Look at him, he's just contemplating life. Like, this is sick. I love this. Just to add a bit of texture to the ground now, I'm just going to, again, add some triangles, guys. Triangles or just, like, weird shapes. Yeah, look at, oh my God, guys, this is crazy. This is actually crazy. And I'm going to add a sun. And it's as simple as that. Look at this, guys. I'm just going to curve it round in that box. And boom, we've got a sun. We've got, oh wow, I'm just loving this. And you know what? In fact, let's make a real nice cloud. Let's make a real nice cloud. I'm just rubbing out a little section here, okay? And I'm just going to do a little long elongated cloud. Yeah, baby. I love that. Maybe just another one down here. Like an elongated cloud. Anyone can do a cloud, guys. Anyone can. Oh, wow. Okay, that is crazy. That is crazy. I cannot wait to outline this in black. Wow. Oh, come on, guys. Already we have got something so sick here. That's crazy. Wow. Okay, so let's give this a bit of an outline. Let's give this a bit of an outline. So, you know me by now. We like a lovely big fat tip. Okay, and that's going to be our black outliner. All right. So, here we go. I'm just going to start to just carefully go around Spyro himself, all right? Obviously, I'll cut bits and bobs so we're not here all day, but I'm just going to start you off, guys. So again, just, you know, getting a good firm grip of the pen. And what's great about triangles is you're not having to hold the pen on the page for too long, because if you are doing that, you know, like these big long lines, that's more chance of you know, going wrong. Do you know what I mean? So it's just a quick, short movement with the wrist just to get a lovely straight line. And we're going to apply this technique to every single triangle, okay, that we do. Oh my God, this is going to be badass. This is actually going to be badass. Okay, lovely. Like I said, you're just going around every triangle in black. All right. And I'm just going to do a lovely wing here. Oh, wow. Okay, yes, baby. Let's get that wing as well going. Oh, yes. And like I said, I try not to take my pen off the paper as I do the line, because that's kind of when, you know, you can tell I've taken the pen off and gone again. And don't worry, I'm guilty of it, guys. You can kind of see I've done it there. I am guilty of it. Okay, and let's just go up here. Wow, okay, guys, this is going to be something special. This is actually going to be something special. I cannot wait to put this on my Etsy page, guys. Woo! Yeah, this is solid. Let's go up here. Do that lovely tail. Oh, yes. Oh, my God, guys. Yes, yes, yes. This is awesome. Okay, so, yeah, just stay with me. All right, till we just highlight the whole Spyro himself. Let's cut through there. Lovely. Yes, nice, nice, nice. Let's give him that lovely cheek as well. Awesome. Let's hit the lovely antlers. Whoa, real cool, guys. Like I said, if you just stick with me and do every single triangle that I did, you're going to pull off such a badass retro Spyro. Wow. And like I said, anyone can do this. Anyone can just put a load of triangles together. This is exactly why I'm doing kind of this art piece, is to just give you guys a bit of a chance to just actually get a bit arty, you know what I mean? Because anyone can do it. Anyone can actually do it, guys. Trust me, trust me. And look, there we go. We have a beautiful Spyro just minding his own business, taking a look at that sweet, sweet sun. Okay, I'm just going to finish off black outlining this. And yeah, we're going to take a look at it when it's done. Okay, baby, grab your coffees. Okay, guys, so I've just gone around some more of Spyro there in that beautiful black outline, and just look how much that pops. That is awesome, isn't it? I'm just going to go around a few more bits that we've missed out just for the camera, and, you know, getting on the shorts, you know what I'm saying? Then yeah, we are going to wrap this up, and then tomorrow we're going to add a bit of colour. As you know, we like to pop this into two series, just because, you know, it's quite a long piece. You know, people need to draw it out first, take their time, and then maybe colour in the next day or whenever it suits them. You know, don't rush anything. Okay, so of course I've got my lovely black pen here. Now, because we are in collaboration with Coca-Cola, because you know what I mean, we're still doing our character in a bottle. This is what we're going to go for. And obviously Spyro, this piece is going to go in this bottle this time. And obviously it's Coca-Cola, so we do want to have those lovely Coca-Cola drips. Okay, so again, I am just getting my pen, and we're just going to go over those lovely drips. drips. Oh, there we go. We should be really good at this now because we've done quite a few. And then obviously we feed it through. Of course, to make those drips really go for it, you just add a few standalone drips, okay, to really look as if like, yeah, man, this is flowing. This is actually a bit of Coke coming out. You know what I mean? Okay, and then just finish off the grid there. Amazing. And of course, we've got some lovely diamonds that we should have had a little play around with as well. We're just going to go over these in black. So again, just take your time. Try not to take your pen off when we do each line. But of course, I'm very guilty of it. But again, just giving you some tips there. Oh, wow, this is awesome. And then I've got a diamond just here as well that we just need to feed in here. Yeah, baby, this is looking sweet. This is looking solid. Hey, there we go, guys. Oh my God, this is going to be such an awesome piece. Now, for colours tomorrow or whenever we get to do this, I would advise some lovely yellows, purples, blues, pinks, some deeper purples, and actually maybe some hot pinks as well. So kind of this is the colour variation we need. So definitely, yeah, grab your colouring pencils for that. All right then, guys, that is our beautiful start to our Spyro edition for our character, boom, in a bottle. How awesome is that? We're going to go for the Union Jack this time. So yeah, this is going to be so badass. Yeah, okay, I'll go and see you back over in the other room. You know what I'm saying? Okay, guys, we are back in our, let's say, other studio. And yeah, here it is. Here is our, you know, not finished, but, you know, getting there piece of art ready for Spyro, the Spyro edition, getting it ready for that Spyro edition inspired with our, you know, Coca-Cola, inspired by Coca-Cola, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, that is our beautiful piece. I hope you enjoyed it. Definitely stay tuned on our channel for just loads more drawing, loads more gaming, and a lot more gaming fun and chat. Lovely. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great weekend. Over and